Thanks for joining me today. Today we're going to make Nicole Rucker's sweet potato pie that I got off KCRW's website. Let's give it a go. I'm going to start by peeling 2 pounds of garnet yams. Cut them into chunks. Then to this we add a 1/4 inch of water and bake it at 350 for about an hour. While the squash is roasting, you can use this time to get your pie crust ready. This crust is one we made as part of our 2-part series comparing crusts from Bon Appetit, America's Test Kitchen, and Milk Street. Feel free to use your favorite pie crust or use one of our recipes that we're linking to in the top right corner. Next, for our sweet potato pie, we boil up a syrup of brown sugar. So we've got 2 cups of brown sugar, 2 sticks of butter, 2 cinnamon sticks, a 2-inch piece of ginger peel, 3 wisps of nutmeg from a microplane, and then we put that to a boil. Add 1/3 of a cup of water. So this is what it's going to look like. The yams are finished roasting. This is done boiling. We're going to pour it over the yams and let it rest at room temperature until finished. That's good. Now this one is just going to go into the freezer to rest while I roll out the top. This is going to have a lattice top, so I'm going to actually it's a rustic pie, so it's going to have fairly wide strips. I'm going to roll out the top crust, and that's going to be in these about 2-inch wide strips that I'm going to put over the top. Meantime, the recipe calls for this to go in the freezer. Roll out super easy. So now let's cut it into about 2-inch strips. So I'm going to first make a decent edge. Now this is a rustic pie, so it doesn't have to be perfect. There we go. Easy. Easy. Yeah. We've got our crust all prepped for the sweet potato pie. We've got our lattice cut on top. Now we've got to assemble it. If you remember before, we roasted our sweet potatoes at 350 until they were soft. Then we boiled up the sugar, the ginger, the cinnamon, and the butter, and we poured that over our cooked sweet potatoes. That's what it looks like combined. We're going to throw away the cinnamon and the ginger, and then we're going to mash up about a cup of this mixture and recombine it so that there's some finer consistency portions of it as well. Then we pour it into our pie crust, which is in the freezer right now, throw our lattice top on top, and get it in the oven. So we start by throwing away that ginger and the cinnamon. Don't need them anymore. We're going to take about a cup of this. Doesn't have to be perfect. Rough amount. I'm going to kind of fish for the bigger chunks. Now we've got this set aside. We're going to mash it with the back of a spoon or a fork, just roughly. Break up some of the pieces so that there's a variety of shapes and textures in the mix. Fold it in. Got our mashed up portion. That's going to go back into the main mixture. Now our filling's ready. Pull our crust out of the freezer, and add our filling, and do our lattice top. See that it fills the pie pan all the way up to the brim. So if it's a little much, you might want to pour off some, or make sure you have a pan underneath to catch the drippings, because this will probably boil over. You saw me almost complete the lattice. However, my camera just died for some reason. Not out of batteries. Maybe it overheated or something. Anyway, you saw me almost complete that lattice. What you didn't see is I brushed it afterwards with cream and then dusted it with sugar on top. That's going to make a very nice exterior on the pie. Then it went in the freezer. It's going to be chilling out there for about 15 minutes before we bake it at 375 for about 45 minutes to an hour. But let me tell you, that pie crust was full. You probably don't want to fill it up as high as I did. It's probably going to ooze over and drip and make a big mess. So make sure you have something in your oven below it to catch any drips. Otherwise you might be having some smoke or a big mess. Yeah, you don't want that mess. So make sure you don't overfill your pie crust. So we had our sweet potato pie in the freezer for 15 minutes. Now we're going to bake it at 375 for about 45 minutes to an hour till the center's set. Like I mentioned before, this thing's probably going to ooze, so make sure you have something below it to catch it. I'm warning you, make sure you do it. Alexa, set a timer for 45 minutes.
45 minutes, starting now.
Alright, we've given our sweet potato pie a chance to set. Now we're going to give it a taste. Oh, that's really good. It's savory. And the crust is a little savory too, but it's got the right amount of sweetness. You can definitely taste that brown sugar and the butter that's in the filling. And the crust has a satisfying crunch to it. Somebody wants some. You want some? Want some? No? This is really good. This is the first sweet potato pie I've made, but I think this recipe's a keeper. Oh yes! Does that smell good? This is Daisy. Have you met Daisy? She thinks she likes pie, but I don't think she likes pie. Do you like pie? No, she doesn't like pie. But I like pie. And you should like pie too. Thanks for watching. Hit like if you like this video. And please subscribe. Check back with us as you go. Thanks for your time. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.